Hello, this is Chiak. We're continuing with the Murder is Game Over series with the Blackinton Curse. This is the fourth game. And let's see, there's one after this, and apparently another one is coming along the way. So either way, let's get started here. Yes, I know. Introduction. A small town in the Berkshires, an isolated mountainous region of rural western Massachusetts with a rich history of art and culture. Present day. Alright, now we're all here. I'm gonna close my eyes and start counting to 100 soon. Why do we always have to start our game of hide and seek in the cemetery? It's spooky. Yeah, that's the whole point. Hey, what are all those people doing here? This place is usually quiet. There must be a funeral going on. Didn't you hear? Old Mrs. Blackinton passed away last week. Who? You know, the creepy old lady who played the organ in church. Creepy old Miss Blackinton. Why do you say she's creepy? Well, the rumor is that 30 years ago, after her husband died, old Mrs. Blackinton went batty. She sent her older son, Trevor, away to a fancy boarding school. She kept her younger son, Cade, trapped at home on the property until the day he turned 18. Is that true? Why would somebody treat their kids like that? It's simple. She knew she would fall victim to the family curse, just like Saul and all the other Blackintons. If your last name is Blackinton, your family's gotta have a curse on it. Shame on you, Simon. That's nonsense. I used to talk to Mrs. Blackinton in church all the time, and she was a perfectly sweet old lady. Hey, looks like the funeral's about to start. We should keep our voices down so they don't hear us. Dearly beloved, we are here today to mourn the loss of Meredith Blackinton, a pious member of our small community. Most of you will remember Meredith Blackinton as our church organist. She remained modest even as her renowned music became exposed to the masses in popular video games all over the world. But she was also a loving and devoted mother to her two sons. The elder, Trevor, who went on to become a technical director with Hack Division Publishing. He doesn't even need the Blackinton Trust with an important job like that. And the younger, Cade, a talented actor making his way through the trenches of Hollywood. I'm sorry, at funerals, does this happen? I'm just like... Hello? Trevor, have you had time to think over my financial offer yet? Who is this? Tony Carson, the wind farm builder. We spoke earlier. You've got a lot of nerve calling me like this. My mother's body isn't even in the ground yet. Excuse me, Trevor. I thought it would be best if we could talk as soon as possible. Wow, there's no apology whatsoever. Okay, wow. Don't call me again. Leave my brother alone too. Trevor, who called? Never mind. Excuse me, everyone. Father Francis, please continue with the ceremony. Look! On top of the cliff. No, it can't be. Trevor and Cade Blackinton. As my last remaining descendants, you both will soon perish here on my estate. Then the family curse shall finally be lifted. He vanished. He must have disappeared into the woods. What did I tell you guys? Did you take a good look at that ghost? He didn't look like Saul Blackinton's ghost to me. It's just some guy in a mask trying to scare people. In a way, that's even scarier. And the voices are going to keep changing, okay? There's just too many characters to everything's going too quickly. There's too many characters. I can't keep track of whose voice is what. I gave the investigation. Late afternoon the next day. Okay, so we got, so we have Detective Dudley. There's, I said nurse, but, or like the doctor for the previous game as well? Okay. Welcome, Detective Guy. Nice of you to finally show up. You and your dog Cleo are late. This place was hard to find. It's out in the middle of nowhere, and there was a road detour because of the flood. Did you get my phone call, sir? Never mind. Very well then. In your absence, I've gone ahead and solved the case entirely myself. There's nothing else to be done. You solved the case already. Are you sure, Detective Dudley? Yes, of course. There's no doubt about it. We captured the culprit and we're just about to take the guilty party down to the station. I hope Detective Dudley knows what he's doing. You can't be a hero all the time, you know. Anyway, I'm ready to close the book on this as a double homicide. Wait, did you just say double homicide? As in, there are 2 murder victims? 2 murders. Since you came all the way out here, the least I can do is explain to you exactly how it happened. What would you like to know first? Okay, yeah, what? Okay, we barely met them and they both died? Oh, I have to hold? Okay. I got everything under control. Alright. Do I have to do the... Who am... Oh, it's a hold now. Okay, interesting. I have to hold spacebar. You're building quite the reputation, Detective Guy. You've been showing me up on at least one occasion. But it's Cleo, your clue-sniffing dog, who's the real talent. I'd say you're just a Dr. Watson to her Sherlock Holmes. You've arrived, albeit an hour late, here in West Adams, Massachusetts. West Adams is a small Rust Belt city nestled in the Berkshire Hills, near the New York border. This town used to be a real industrial hub in the 19th century thanks to the exploits of the Blackinton mine. We're standing on the Blackinton family's estate ground, home of the heirs to industrial Saul Blackinton's family fortune. Yesterday, there was a funeral nearby that drew out people who knew the Blackintons. Meredith Blackinton's funeral. Who is the victim? Oh, what the... Okay, sorry, I was holding the space bar, and and unfortunately I held it too long. You find the body of Trevor Blackinton not far from here. He was murdered. First Meredith Blackinton and now her elder son. Meredith Blackinton raised the Blackinton boys here with the remains of the family fortune, then found her own success as a prolific organist and music composer later in life. The elder son, Trevor Blackinton, was a well-to-do video game programmer who lived in New York City. Oh, wait, but you said 2. Is Meredith now also being considered a... What? I found the murder weapon not far from Trevor Blackinton's body. It looks like an antique wooden cane. The murderer must have bludgeoned him to death with it. Did you find fingerprints? No, the rain we had earlier must have washed away any prints. May have washed any prints away. As for Meredith Blackinton's death, we still haven't had time to search inside the... Okay, so it's her death. Okay, sorry. As for Meredith Blackinton's death, we still haven't had time to search inside the mansion where her body was found yet. No one suspected foul play until... Anyway, we've got the killer on the hook for Trevor Blackinton's murder. I haven't had time to speak to the coroner yet. You'll find her just outside the entrance to the Blackinton mansion up the hill. Okay, so no one suspected murder, but then her son died, and now people suspect. Okay, got it. I'm just gonna take a drink of water here. Your theory, sir. It's simple, detective. Cade Blackinton, the younger son, killed his mother and then did away with his older brother next. Cade Blackinton even openly admits that the cane near the body is his possession. His career as an actor has struggled, and this way he stands to inherit the Blackinton family fortune. Cade was apprehended near the crime scene a few hours after his brother's death. Officer Bailey is with Cade Blackinton as we speak. The younger Blackinton's been cooperative, I'll give him that. I suppose you're welcome to chat with him yourself if you wish. Okay. Oh. I want to close this case quickly before the press shows up. As I told you, you can go home. Now, if you excuse me. There's one last thing that's got me quite puzzled, though. What's that, Detective Dudley? We've already gotten multiple reports from local people insisting that some kind of ghost appeared at the funeral. Yesterday. I don't believe it. Go ahead and take a walk around the state grounds. If you find anything that disputes my findings, then you can bring it to my attention here. Come on, Cleo, let's take a look around and see what we can discover with this case. Okay, Cleo's at the helm. Okay, there's oh my god, okay. Their house is on the cliffside, hey? Okay, obviously I'm not the, oh boy. Okay. I've located the suspect and we'll be out here soon. Us local police have been all over the Blackinton family estate grounds already, but we haven't found any clues. However, your clue-sniffing dog might be able to find something we missed. You should explore with Cleo as the party leader. Okay, blah 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 blah. We don't need this part. Yeah, I know. Alright. It must be that special detective with the dog that they brought in. I sure am glad you're here. I've played a criminal in a video game before, but I never expected to be treated like one. Suspect added to case file, Cade Blackinton, younger Blackinton brother. Yes, I'm Cade Blackinton, sir. My mom and my big brother are now dead. Do the police really think I'm mixed up in this? They're saying I killed both of them, but there's no way I could have done it. You gotta help me. How do I convince that other detective that this isn't what it looks like? You could say I'm estranged, I guess. I hadn't seen either my mom or my older brother in many years. Not until the funeral, and anyway. I grew up here, spent my whole childhood on this estate. After my dad died here when I was a boy, my mom got protective. She sent Trevor away to boarding school and kept a close watch on me. Can't say my childhood was an easy one. Even with the money we had, wasn't an easy kid to raise. Nothing's come easy for me, really. Trevor had the brains of the family with his computer engineering genius. I'm just a humble actor who plays an occasional bit part. After seeing that thing at the funeral yesterday, I was a wreck with anxiety. I saw a bottle of my mother's sleeping medication. I finished what little was left of the bottle to help me relax, shut my eyes and drifted off to sleep. And the cops woke me up and questioned me about Trevor's death. Yes, the cane is a family heirloom that was left to me, but I'm certainly no killer. I loved my family. I was still in Los Angeles for an audition when I heard about Mom's heart attack. I just wished there was a way I could prove it. Okay, so like one of the murders that he's potentially being accused of, he wasn't even in town for. The cops won't believe me. It sounds ridiculous. At the funeral, on the cliff top in back of the cemetery, the ghosts of our great-grandfather Saul Blackinton appeared and issued a warning. The figure told my brother and I that we'd be the next to die from the family curse, just like what happened to Mom. If you can find someone else who was at my mom's funeral, they may be able to tell you more. Detective Dudley won't listen, but I'm hoping you can look into it. I don't think the ghost we saw was real. To me, it looked like somebody in a mask. If the police can find whoever it was that tried to scare us, then you might get your answer. Curse or no curse, my brother and mom are now dead. Supposedly, I'm next. I know the police won't let me fly back to Los Angeles for the production until this is resolved. Can't say that I'd mind being in custody as long as the police could protect me from supernatural ghosts or from masked human killers. Okay. I hope you and your dog can get me off the hook. Okay. Wow, okay, wow. Oh, wow. There's such a long way to go. What is this? Hey. Oh, interesting. There's no question mark this time. This is the airline ticket. This boarding pass belongs to Cade Blackinton. He flew into Albany from Lax on the morning of his mother's funeral. Okay. Okay, so interesting. There is no question mark this time. Now, where's the... Ah, here we go. This looks like some kind of antique walking stick. What's this doing here? The wood is polished. It's heavier than it looks. We should talk to the coroner and learn more about Trevor Blackinton's cause of death. Okay, and then the clue disappears. Let's examine the body. It's the body of the murder victim, Trevor Blackinton. Why was he out on the estate grounds last night? What was he doing here? Who was he with? I don't see any signs of a struggle. He wasn't running away to escape. That means Trevor Blackinton knew his killer. Looks like we got ourselves another murder to solve, Cleo. Yeah. Yeah, you got yourself another murder to solve. I'm so glad you and Cleo made it. Detective Dudley's ready to close the books. But I'm not so sure. Oh, we already know where the body is. Oh, I see you've already found Trevor Blackinton's body. Good work. Cause of death. Trevor Blackinton was impaled by something sharp. A knife, a sword, some other kind of weapon capable of piercing the flesh. How the hell did the officer think that it was the cane then? Okay. No, something made of polished wood won't produce that result. He wasn't bludgeoned to death. Detective Dudley's theory is wrong. The antique cane we found isn't the murder weapon. Time of death? Trevor Blackinton was killed yesterday in the evening. It's almost sunset now. Okay, so it's almost in 24 hours. Your theory? Trevor Blackinton was undeniably murdered. This definitely wasn't self-inflicted, an accident, or some wild animal attack. Last week, Meredith Blackinton also died of heart failure. I'm afraid there's nothing more we can learn from exhuming her body after this much time has passed. What? Wait, but, sorry. We mean this much time has passed. It looks like Detective Dudley's idea that Cade Blackinton committed a double homicide is wrong. The airline ticket is proof that Cade Blackinton wasn't anywhere near West Adams when his mother died. Detective Dudley is about to make an arrest. I'm not convinced that his conclusions are correct, but it's up to you and Cleo to find the evidence to prove it. Okay. Okay, so I wanna... See, now the fact that the clues aren't necessarily going to be... have this big giant question mark beside it, I just want to look around. Hopefully there's not going to be another chase thing. Okay. Is this? Is this anything? Okay. 3 pebbles. These pebbles. Is this gold? This isn't natural. What's this gold ore doing just lying in the field out in the open? Somebody must have brought this here. Does this mean that someone was walking around in the Blackinton family property? Okay. Okay, the Blackinton mine, okay. So basically right now then it's look for anything that's out of the ordinary. See, now it concerns me the fact that there's no question mark, but it's gonna make gameplay I guess, more interesting, or you have to be more on, be more, I was supposed to say be more on the nose. we have to be observant. There we go. Okay, let's present our evidence. So, you're saying you found something I missed, Detective? I'm afraid there's still more work to be done on this case, Detective Dudley. It's simple. Cade Blackinton used that heavy wooden antique cane to fatally club Trevor Blackinton. Man, did you even look at the body? Like, I feel like it'd be very hard to miss a stab wound, but whatever, sir. When I spoke to the coroner, I found out that it's not consistent with the cause of death. And how did he die? Impaled. Oh, I have to... Trevor Blackinton wasn't bludgeoned to death with a big piece of wood. He was impaled by a sharp object. He was stabbed. I see. So then we haven't yet discovered the real murder weapon. Alright, so maybe I'm wrong about Trevor Blackinton's murder weapon, but that doesn't disprove that Cade Blackinton killed his mother without it. From the evidence I found, you've got that one wrong too. What evidence? I found something on the estate ground which proves that Cade Blackinton wasn't even in town last week when his mother died. Airline ticket? Cade Blackinton's airline ticket. The date on this ticket proves that he was still at the Los Angeles airport last week on the day Meredith Blackinton was killed. So he couldn't have done it. Yes, well, never mind about that. There's still nothing that proves that somebody else was here on the estate grounds, besides Cade Blackinton and the victims, of course. Cade Blackinton still got to be the killer, by default. I now know that you're wrong about that assumption too. When Cleo and I were exploring the property earlier, we found something strange. Unearthed, you might say. Unearthed? Come on now. Are you going to tell me that there's another corpse lying around on this hill too? No, nothing like that. Besides, the body, the antique cane, and Cade's boarding pass here? No, nothing. Okay, besides the body, the antique cane, and Cade's boarding pass, here's what else we found. Gold ore. Huh, what is it? No geology expert, but to me it looks like small chunks of gold ore. Unless it's like fool's gold. Gold ore? Up here? Exactly. It's not something that occurs naturally lying in a field like this, which means somebody dropped it. So then it's possible someone outside the Blackinton family has been trespassing on the family property. But why? That's what Cleo and I intend to find out next. Well done, Detective. You two screwed this up for me. I had this. Gee, Detective Dudley. It's high time for me to get out of the way so you two can do your job. Okay. Hey, wait. Clear out, everyone. We'll regroup back at the main roadblock. And make sure that the suspect doesn't leave the area. Yes, sir. Hold on. Don't you think you're going a little bit overboard? The investigation is all yours, Detective. I don't want to interfere. Okay. What about the alleged sighting of a... ghost? Oh, don't tell me we're gonna have to do this running away. Touch a green arrow to exit map. Maps may have multiple exits. Sorry, I'm like, is there gonna be like doggy treats or something now? Okay, why is the... Beware the Blackinton Curse, Detective. You and your dog might find yourselves becoming its next two unfortunate victims. Oh god, we're gonna do the running away thing? Fine. Oh wait, what? Select your game difficulty mode for Ghost Chase gameplay. I mean, we'll do the scary mode. Are you sure? Yeah. Okay. Saving the game periodically is recommended. Yeah, no, I know. I played the last one just yesterday. You can now change the game mode using mode... Oh, we can change it. Okay. So if we get tired of the chases, then I can X out. I can quit it. We gotta keep seeking out more suspects and clues. What's this black spot? What the? You barely gave me any time. Clue found. This is a bottle of sleeping medicine for Meredith Blackinton because of her heart condition. The bottle is empty, even though it was prescribed the day when she died. There's a purple residue in the sink that matches the color of the drops of liquid at the bottom of the bottle. I wonder who prescribed this medication. Okay. No, Cleo, we don't have time to eat. Okay. I'm wondering if I do want to change the normal mode, because one, if he is moving that fast, and if it's just like that abrupt, it's going to get annoying pretty quick, I feel like. Alright, we'll take the doggy bag, Okay, I want to save now. Oh wait, is this a clue? No. Oh wait, there's a bag over here as well. Is this anything? No. I wonder if, like, because these are well-lit areas, I wonder if they are gonna have any actual chases, or if it's only gonna be in the dark areas. I'm literally in a corner. Okay, no. Because we're at the main hall here. Oh. Police tape marks where Meredith Blackinton's body was found last week. Why was Meredith Blackinton's body found near the bottom of the stairs after she had a fatal heart attack? How did it happen? How did she really die? Okay, so I'm gonna assume this is just gonna lead. This might as well just go upstairs because where? I literally just got here. Come on. Actually, this is the case. Let's save. Oh. This is a personal calling card of Tony Carson, the wind farm builder and businessman. Carson Construction, third generation builders in West Adams. His great-grandfather was the builder of this mansion, so Tony Carson paid a visit to the Blackinton mansion recently. We haven't met that person yet. Anything on this, Okay, that's just random cobwebs. There's a telescope. Someone was up here in the tower looking out on the Blackinton family property. Okay. The mines? But someone else was using this recently too. How do you know that? Okay, it took me a while to reorientate myself. I'm like, where am I? No! Yeah, oh my god, when did I save? I was trying to, like, go down. I guess that's the problem with, like, running. The dash is always on, but... The question is this going to get annoying? That's the... Okay, where did I leave off here? Oh, come on. Oh, no. Okay, Jesus Christ. Okay, blah 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 blah. Oh no, come on, come on. Let me skip this. Okay. Okay, here we go. This is Meredith Blackinton's last will and testament. To my sons, Trevor and Kate, I leave the entirety of the Blackinton family estate and fortune divided evenly between you. To my faithful caregiver in this lonely town, Nurse Ingeman, I leave $100,000. Thank you for 10 years of going above and beyond the call of duty. For my son Trevor, I leave a draft of original sheet music. For my son Cade, I leave my grandfather Saul's antique cane. In the unfortunate event of multiple untimely immediate family deaths, then the estate passes on to any remaining distant Blackinton relatives. Okay. So someone may secretly be a relative. I would better save. Oh my god. I might switch it to normal just because this frequent saving like this is going to be really annoying. Like it already is. Really annoying. This door is locked. Okay. I think that's it. Oh, come on. Okay. I think if he is going to, I don't know. It's like I'm trying to decide how annoying is this going to be constantly having to save, because I have to constantly save, right? So I actually might you know what? That's not actually might. It's just we're going to change it because let's go normal, because I mean, we'll see how much that affects things. Wait, did I not? I didn't save. Okay. I mean, I guess let's double check. Yeah, okay, that's here. Okay. Preventing me from getting the doggy treats. Oh god. Okay, lots of opportunities to get stuck on random objects. Not great. Is there something behind there? Okay, no, I think that's the tree. I mean, you can see what's down here. Oh, okay. I was expecting... There's something over there. Okay, I thought that hole in the ground was going to be something, but okay. Well, we saw the key. Okay, this key must open a locked door somewhere. We found the locked door upstairs in the Blackinton mansion. Okay, so he instantly found the key for the locked door. Got it. Where's these holes on the ground? Yeah, in on. Part closed at dusk. Should I, like, is that something I can trip on or something? Oh, hello, children. Simon is the killer. He's obsessed with ghosts and curses. Hey, shut up! This is serious! These weird neighborhood kids seem a little creepy, but not killer creepy. I guess we shouldn't rule them out of our calculations. What? Okay, fine. You okay? Are you sure? Simon Tickens, sir. Casey Blunt. Cody Johnson. We're playing a game of hide and seek along with my brother Drew. Where are your raincoats, children? I have to ask. Yeah, but we still haven't found him. He's still out there. Okay. None of us had ever met Trevor Blackinton. Yeah, but everyone knows his mother went crazy because of the curse. The brothers probably did too. Hey, stop it! We've been looking everywhere for Drew. We can't even find his comic book. We started the game in the evening yesterday, after the funeral ended. We never should have started a new game after what happened. That was a bad idea. I'm still shaking after we all saw that ghost on the cliff, or whatever it was that appeared. I just hope the ghost doesn't find Drew before we do. He's safe. I just know it. Drew's better at hiding and keeping quiet than any of us. That didn't look like a ghost to me. It was some guy in a mask. I'm too old for that stuff now. Yeah, this is an adult trying to use the rumors of the Blackinton Curse to scare people. Okay. Please help find my brother. He could be anywhere. Okay, so we have a missing child now? Oh, doggy treat. Missing children, but doggy treats are more important. Okay. See, I'm paranoid. Like, I don't know. I'm paranoid, but this is not like dire tense. Is there... This tent's not anything, right? Like, I can't just go into it, just making sure. What is this? Okay, this... Oh, I think this is just a rain puddle. Got it. Okay, this is the park sign. Okay. I was just thinking to myself, this looks like it goes somewhere. To a treat. That's about it. Nothing there. What's over this way? Man, this is a church street. That bat is going crazy. Okay. God, this is also very expensive. West Adams Congregational Church. Wait, is that something there? I almost didn't see that. It's a shovel. What's this doing out here? We should look for some holes that have been freshly dug. Oh my god, really? Okay. Okay, so we have the door in the mansion. Where are these holes supposed to look like, though? That's the question for me. Huh, okay. Well, let's go to the church, I guess. Or we could just leave. Then let's go back into the church. Okay. There's a doggy treat. Wait, the ghost showed up when there's someone around here? Welcome, my son. How may I assist the Lord's work? Your identity? I'm Father Francis, and I'm the leader of this church. I led the Meredith Blackinton's funeral service. She used to perform organ music for our parishioners. Parishioners. I knew her well. She was a real backbone of this small community. Meredith Blackinton was an incredible person, and she remained humble until the end, even once her music became widely acclaimed. Meredith Blackinton told me once that she left some unreleased unreleased music sheet somewhere inside her home. I wonder if it could be true. That could be worth a pretty penny. Sir, you're telling me you're telling this to me? I haven't been able to find her missing music. I hadn't. I'm sorry, I'm so surprised. I hadn't seen the Blackinton boys since they were young, since their father's untimely death. In my opinion, they could have done more to honor their mother, as the Bible says. Okay. I was here at the church when Meredith Blackinton died. No, I can't prove it, but I don't think she died from natural causes. However, I have an absolutely solid alibi for the time when Trevor Blackinton was killed. Yesterday evening, a man showed up here at the church confessional. A poor, pitiful man leading a life of petty crime. He went downstairs to the church pantry to take some food. I had to insist that he put out his cigarette. He asked me for forgiveness, saying he had just committed his last unfortunate act. He mentioned that he was about to earn enough money to go straight. I only hope. Then he suddenly left the church once word got out that Trevor Blackinton had been killed. I don't know where he is now, but if you find him, then he can confirm my alibi. The ghost. I don't believe in the occult, and I'd appreciate it if you'd watch what you say. What we all saw appear at the funeral was definitely a masked man, nothing more. Suspicions? I think that Meredith Blackinton was killed by her nurse. I can't prove it. I heard Meredith Blackinton say she left her nurse a lot of money. Maybe she found some valuables too. If I were you, I'd explore the Blackinton mansion thoroughly. And be careful. Okay. Godspeed. Okay. Oh, sorry. Switch the dog. Hey, what? Okay. Oh, interesting. Huh. So we have question marks for areas where it's like maybe we can't interact with yet. What is this? Somebody left this cigarette butt on the floor in the church. How impolite. What brand is it? Okay, we're looking at the brand. This must have been the cigarette that Father Francis saw that strange man smoke. Okay. So this has just been sitting here for all that time? What? Oh god. Okay. Oh, okay. Wait, I thought... Oh no, okay, that's it. That is it, right? Like, there's nothing on the side here. Just had to double check. Okay, this side's just the organ. Got it. Okay. I'm gonna save here. Guess we're going down then. Downtown. Your ad here. Oh. 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 Okay. So we have a shovel for freshly dug Berkshire Museum. Oh my god. This place is... Sorry, if I... Wow. Okay. Man, there's a lot. I see, even looking at this map, I'm not sure if I quite under... This map is crazy to me. Okay, so we're at area 13. So the only thing here is the Berkshire Museum. Edge of town is on the right. South Street. Okay, this one I feel like we definitely gonna need the map then. Oh. god. Okay, so I mean, right away, this one is going to be very different because we're investigating and finding suspects at the same time. Where before, I've always been splitting it up. Welcome to Berkshire Museum Detective. How may I assist your learning? Suspect added to case file. Professor Marshall, Berkshire College Professor. Dr. Ruth Marshall, sir. I'm a tenured professor at Berkshire College, and I run this museum. I'm an expert on the history of this regional area. I hardly knew Trevor Blackinton, if that's what you're inquiring about. I never corresponded with him. His mother, on the other hand, now that's a different story. Yes, I knew Meredith Blackinton well. It was because of her willingness to donate this abandoned mill building and most of the artifacts in our collection that opening this museum became possible. I owed that all to her, you could say. I was hoping she would donate some of the family land to the college for research, of course. I tried pleading my case to Meredith Blackinton, but she wanted to leave it for her kids. Her absentee kids. I was here at the museum yesterday during the evening. Yes, that's right, alone. Well, there is historical evidence pointing to a curse on the Blackinton estate, though, of course, a scientific explanation may also be possible. What do you think, Detective? I'm the one who curated the museum exhibits. Have you taken a tour of the museum yet and read all the signs? Nope. I think Tony Carson, the builder, had something to do with both deaths. It's not just that he's my rival for resources to keep this museum open. I don't think he tells the truth. I've heard his slick, oily voice so often recently that it makes my blood boil. It's refreshing to see that you have an inquisitive mind. I hope that you and your dog will be successful. Okay. Okay, so to the left. I like how the sign's pointing to the right, but yeah, we're going to the left. Oh, sorry, gotta... Huh. Read. Prehistoric wing. In prehistoric times, the fertile Hozek River Valley of the Berkshires was home to many dinosaurs. The regional flood of 1996 caused landslides, which led to dinosaur bones being discovered when flooding decimated South Street. The most impressive and complete dinosaur skeleton found in the Berkshires was sold to raise millions of dollars, which helped this museum open. Dinosaur footprints are rumored to be found all over West Adams, though no one has carefully documented their location yet. Oh no, sorry, my bad. Okay. So I'm gonna assume like the reason why they added that you have to press to hold is because what I was doing last time was I kept accidentally clicking on the wrong things. I'm getting behind on my schoolwork because of all this commotion. What exactly are you looking for? Suspect added to case file, Dana Laxon, university student. Your identity? Hi, I'm Dana Laxon, and I study history at Berkshire College. I also help Professor Marshall here at the museum. I'd show you my library card, but I misplaced it. Gotta be around here somewhere, right? Okay, the victim? I didn't know the Blackintons, either of them. I didn't know the Blackintons, either of them. If I were you, I'd stay off the family estate. The exhibit about Hobo Mox Hill is in the next room if you want to know more about why. If I had that kind of money, I'd use it to pay off my student debt. I could really use some of that money right now. Okay. So, just ignore the fact that people are dead, but okay. Doggy dog world, I guess. I was, in here, working on my research project. I don't know where Professor Marshall was at the time, but I'm sure she wasn't out killing somebody. Everyone seems eager to rule out the idea that there really is a supernatural curse, but I'm not so sure. I wasn't at the funeral. Professor Marshall told me what she saw up on that cliff. I guess you've probably heard about the Blackinton Curse. Detective. I'm staying far away from Hobo Mox Hill. That ancient legend is really the cause of this all, you know? If Saul Blackinton hadn't developed that land, if I was you, I'd stay away from there too. Okay. Oh no, what the? Man, I managed to press it even though... even though there's a press to hold. That is terrible. Okay, I already searched down there. Okay, next exhibit. I'm curious, like, do I need to be... Oh, come on. Let me read. Okay, so the dog treats is what doesn't show up. How does this curse manage to follow me all the way through here? Oh god. Indigenous Wing exhibit. Oh my god, what is that? Before colonial times, the area around West Adams was inhabited by the indigenous Wampanoag tribe. After sustaining bitter losses in King Philip's War during the 1670s, the Wampanoags believed that the evil spirit Hobomok put a curse on the land nearby. Before the opening of the Blackinton mine around 200 years later, superstitious people warned Saul Blackinton that treading on Hobomok's sacred ground would end in disaster both for the owner and his industrial operation. As a wealthy and confident businessman, Mr. Blackinton went ahead with his plan to build a mining operation on Hobomok's Hill rather than heed the grim warnings. Had he known what would happen, he may have regretted that decision later. Okay. So assuming like with the clues, it's not going to be like the book on the table or something like that. Right? It's going to be always going to be something like that's on the ground. The hell? Industrial wing. On the east side of the area, the Wampanoag tribe called Hobomok's Hill, the Blackinton mine was once the largest pyrite mine in New England. Okay, so it is not even gold, it's pyrite. It is fool's gold. So this isn't gold, it's pyrite from the Blackinton mine. Fool's gold. Saul Blackinton, the owner of the eponymous mine depicted in this statue, was a wealthy industrialist. It was said that Saul Blackinton knew everything that went on at the mine even when he was off-site in his mansion. Anyone who complained loudly enough was met with the swift blade of his rapier sword, which he kept close at all times. In 1925, the Blackinton mine was... Oh. The sword... I was like wondering... The thought crossed my mind at some point, but like, does the cane hide a sword in it? I'm being curious. Okay. In 1925, the Blackinton mine was permanently shuttered after a series of surprise disasters. To celebrate a particularly successful production milestone, Saul Blackinton commissioned a feast complete with wild turkey, local vegetables, and water from the nearby pond. He was found dead shortly after. Later, a fatal landslide after heavy rain caused a tunnel collapse in the mine, which resulted in its permanent closure. The Berkshire Museum was once a mill that was owned and operated by the Blackinton family industries. It was converted into a museum in 1999 and run by Berkshires College. Oh no. Oh, it's because I'm standing right in front of it. I was like, what the hell happened here? Can you imagine if you can get, like, injured by that cart that's running around? Okay, is this anything here? No, that's just a random spot. Okay, we've made it out. Okay, boy, there's so much to see. What the hell is that? Okay. Okay, let's save because we did all that reading, but also need to look at the map. So I think this one I definitely need the map. Okay, so that can lead me to the Blackinton mine. I think I want to head to the bottom left instead, because I don't want to head towards the... Because yeah, you get edge of town, and then you can get to the Hobo Mox Hill. 12 is South Street. South Street, what's 18? Construction trailer. Okay. I already looked at that. Did I look up here? Sorry, I'm just like... Oh, that's where the cat was. Okay, so yeah. You definitely looked up there then. Your ad here, okay. So there's that. Okay, yeah. I have to say, very good decision to change to, good decision to change to the normal mode, because scary mode would just gotten really annoying. Okay, this is the windmill thing, huh? Okay, there's a... What is that? This looks like a scientific instrument used to test chemicals in the water. Why do we need this, Cleo? Alright, Cleo, we'll take it with us. Okay, we're finding things for later. At the very least. Oh, I didn't even see the doggy bat. I didn't see that at all. I was just looking at the... Hello? Okay, I can't get past that. Okay. Alright, so let's look at the trailer here. Let me just grab this, sir. Thank you. Why is there a hole in the... Make it quick, Junior. I'm exhausted after a long day's work. Suspect added to case file, Tony Carson, owner of Carson Construction, builder and businessman. Tony Carson, I'm a wind farm building contractor. I was interested in buying the Blackinton family property. I could make a lot of money from it. I called Trevor Blackinton during the funeral. It wasn't until later that I found out what happened. Oh, no. You're the victim. I never had the chance to speak to Meredith Blackinton about my proposal, naturally. Okay, we know you're lying. Would you care to explain why Cleo and I found your business card in Mrs. Blackinton's study? Alright, fine, it's true. I met with old Mrs. Blackinton, but she was still alive when I left the mansion. Her nurse will attest to that. My great-grandfather helped build that mansion, you know. Of course, Meredith Blackinton had no interest in selling. It was pointless. The telephone company offered her a great deal to put up a cell phone tower on Hobo Mox Hill, but she flat out refused. She'd rather not have any cell phone service at all on the family estate than start a construction project in that nasty old forest. Meredith Blackinton's attitude is one reason this town is such an isolated backwater. Okay, your alibi? When Trevor Blackinton was killed, I was here in this trailer. I never left my desk. I hoped the Blackinton boys would have more business sense than their mother. Anyway, I was here, alone. Yeah. Okay, the fact that he looks sideways too is like, okay, questionable. No, dude, your timing, like, seriously, you want them to sell, but then you're going to call during the funeral? Not that there's been 2 deaths on the Blackinton estate, now that there's been 2 deaths on the Blackinton estate, I'm reconsidering. If there really is a curse, that's going to be bad for building. Bad for business, and most importantly, bad for me. I'm out. Okay. Professor Marshall from Berkshire College also wanted to buy the land. She couldn't compete with my financial offer, of course, but that doesn't mean she couldn't have tried other ways of being persuasive. Oh, God. I wasn't the only one interested in the Blackinton family's lands, you know. Okay, so I'm 6 out of 8, so... Oh boy. So we have a missing kid. I gotta remember that. There is a missing child. Oh, okay. We've made it back to the children. So, okay. I need to look for... Oh, I just realized I need to be the dog, but... I also need to find... Has there been, like, anything where it's like... Oh, this is clearly a dugout. Okay. Sorry, let me look at my map. So I have... We have something to test the water. We have a shovel. Then we have the key to the Blackinton estate. 11... Hosick River Park. Yeah, so we can go to this estate. I think we should go back to the mansion. We go to the state grounds. And then I think from there, there is a way to get to... Is there? I thought there was a way to get to the... Okay, let's go back to... Sorry, I'm like being paranoid that I haven't searched. I just don't know where I've searched. That's the main issue. So this one definitely feels... I mean, the map is bigger. Which... I don't know if the right term would be open-ended, but... Okay, so we need to get to the top floor. The key fits in the lock and the door opens. Okay, well... That's not anything? Read. Cleo found the clue. This is Meredith Blackinton's diary. It contains decades worth of journal entries. Let's see what she wrote about. From 1994, tragedy has struck a new generation of Blackintons. My husband was killed by a falling rock on the family estate ground. My poor younger son, Cade, saw the whole thing happen. Perhaps we really are cursed, like they say. I've got to protect my children. Trevor has been sent away to boarding school. Cade is staying here with me. This is the best solution I can find to keep us safe. Cade was also there when his father died, huh? Is this kid like serious? From 1996. I've turned to the Congregational Church as a way to deal with the challenges we face. Our costs are immense, luckily. There has been a good deal of commercial interest in my music. I've sold the rights to the music to a video game publisher. Fortunately, with all the royalties and sales of Deluxe Soundtrack Edition, it will be enough money to pay for our needs and wants. I wish I could be there for the concert at Symphony Hall. At least Trevor is near the top of his class at boarding school, and Cade seems to be adjusting from the trauma. Okay, from 2009. Both my sons have left the Berkshires. It's lonely for me outside of helping Father Francis and the church community. Thankfully, Nurse Ingman is wonderful at lifting my spirits. From last year, all the rain recently has caused flooding in the area. South Street was hit badly again. From last month, somebody is roaming around on the family property, and I am concerned. I've seen a shadowy figure when I look through the telescope. Even my usually sympathetic nurse does not believe me. I've done everything I can to make amends for our family's past. I don't believe in curses, but I hope that whatever demons have haunted the Blackintons will be gone. My old heart may be a bit weak, but I'm not selling the family estate. Okay. We're gonna save quickly. So I feel like I'm in a dead-end area, so... Okay, I think... I was about to say, I don't know which way he's going to show up, so it's best to just... Sorry, I want to... my god. Okay, let's just leave. If you're going to... You're just very active. It makes sense. You should be very active in the home, but... That said, like, if the suspect, Kate, is currently with the police right now, in theory, then technically he can't be our ghost. Okay, Hobo Mox Hill. So just looking at the map, because there is one area besides Hobo Mox Hill, 16, and then South Streets. No? So what's 17? Edge of Town, sorry. Okay. 15 is Hill Cemetery. Wait, have I been there? I think no. It looks like I should have. Oh, no, I haven't. Okay, so from here, because I'm at Hobo Mox Hill now. So on the south there is to the cemetery, and then the edge of town area. And then we have the mines, which I think was maybe let's not enter the mines right away, but can I? Okay, I can't traverse there. Good to know. Oh my god. Let me through. Oh, what? Okay. This is edge of town. You know what? We'll just explore here. What? No trespassing. Sorry, I'm looking at this. What is this? I'm sorry, but this is going to be... Escaping from here is going to be a nightmare. Somebody left the cigarette butt up here on this cliff by the Husek River. What brand is it? This must have been the cigarette that Father Francis saw that strange man smoking. Cigarette butt matches the one we found in the church basement. The same person must have been smoking these cigarettes in both locations. Okay. Okay, so this is what was up here. Is it? Okay, I'm just making sure that's not like an actual way to go. Sorry, I'm just making sure. Okay, so there's no exit on the other side. So I should just, because this just goes back to... The arrow on the left goes back to the town? Yeah, downtown. So what's over here? Well there's one of my suspects is here. First the flood, now this police barricade. I've got patients who need attention, and I don't appreciate being detained like this. Suspect added to case file, Nurse Ingman, Blackinton family caregiver. Okay, maybe she just looks like this person from the previous game. The doctor from the previous game. It is throwing me off, though. I'm Regina Ingman, and I was Meredith Blackinton's nurse when she was alive. I was responsible for checking on her general well-being, as well as managing her medication. I spent a lot of time at the Blackinton mansion, where I got to know Meredith Blackinton quite well. She was a sweet old woman with a few unusual quirks. Never met Trevor Blackinton before the funeral. The same goes for his brother. Neither of the Blackinton boys lived close by. So you can imagine how shocked I was when Trevor Blackinton called me before he died. Huh, okay, interesting. The victim called you? Detective Dudley didn't tell you? I heard Trevor Blackinton on the phone just before he was killed. Hello? This is Trevor Blackinton. You helped my mother when she needed aid. Sorry, taking a drink of water. Trevor Blackinton? I'm at the estate. I need you to listen to me, Regina. I know who it was we saw at the funeral. I know who killed Mom. I figured everything out. Oh, right. Okay, and then everyone present at the... That's incredible. All right, I'm listening. Oh, wait. So the guy... Okay. So unless there's some dude hired to be this masked man, then that means the actual culprit. Oh no, that horrible mask. Get away! Trevor? Help! Trevor! Excuse me. I was the last one to hear his voice, Detective. Poor Kate Blackinton doesn't seem to be doing well either. When I received the phone call last night, I was in my home. I live on the other side of the bridge, where the police roadblock is. Just outside West Adams Center. Unfortunately, the road flooded due to all the rain we've had recently. I wanted to go to the Blackinton mansion, but I couldn't get there, so I called the police. You can confirm my whereabouts through the phone records, I'm sure. They'll be able to verify that I took the call from Trevor, Blackinton's cell phone. Was the cell phone found on his body when he died? The ghost. I saw the dark figure that appeared on top of the cliff at Meredith Blackinton's funeral. I haven't seen him since. I always thought it was odd that a strong woman like Meredith Blackinton could be so superstitious. She curiously insisted that she saw something from that tower that overlooks the family estate. When Meredith Blackinton was alive, I always thought her fear of the property was just kooky superstition. Now I'm not sure. What if there really was someone sneaking around on the Blackinton property? Maybe that's what she really saw. Through her telescope, maybe that's why she... If only I had listened to her when she was alive. Present evidence. Meredith Blackinton's bottle of sleeping medication was completely empty, even though the prescription is dated on the day of her death. Are you sure? It shouldn't have been empty. She knew that she was only supposed to take a small amount. Meredith Blackinton did leave you $100,000 in her will. Did you really think I killed her after all these years? Even with her heart condition being what it was? Alright, let's assume for a moment that your insulting theory is correct. I killed her by giving her an overdose of sleeping medication. Then how did I kill Trevor Blackinton? The road to West Adams was blocked because of the flood last night. And why would I get some guy in a mask to appear at Meredith Blackinton's funeral? What could I possibly gain from that? Not another dime. Okay. What exactly are you implying? Do you really think I'd commit 2 murders just because Meredith Blackinton left me some money? I took an oath to help people. An oath to help people. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, so... So is there anywhere on the map I haven't been yet, besides the mine? I haven't been to the cemetery. Okay. So I need to head back up. And go to the south. This should head to downtown, right? Yeah, okay. Just double checking that. God. Let me be free. This place would be a nightmare to have to run from the ghost. Oh wait, I should save. Oh boy, I will continue to say. This is a terrible spot to have that happen. Oh, you're right there. Well, I guess we're going into the mine, I guess. No choice. I'm not even following anything really right now. I should be doing the wall strat thing. Just stick with one side. Okay, talkie treat. Okay, that's not anything. Down. Hole in the ground. What's this? That's nothing? Anything? Okay, fine. I mean, if we follow... What? Oh. What the? Okay, that... What the? Buddy, hi. Drew, huh? It's the missing kid from the game of hide and seek. Oh right, there's a kid missing. Come on, let's get you out of this scary place. No. And that's everything that the four of us said, saw, and heard yesterday at Mrs. Blackinton's funeral. Do you want to hear it again? No, I don't need to. Quit showing off, both of you. We still haven't given my brother a chance to speak. Maybe he witnessed something important while he was hiding. Yes, I'd also appreciate hearing what he has to say. Drew, I totally did not forget about you at all, but please, my brave young friend, continue. We were playing hide and seek yesterday after the funeral ended. I noticed that the mausoleum was unlocked, which was a surprise, so I hid there. Did you see something in the mausoleum? No, I saw nothing, but I heard everything. They'll never find me in here. I'm a big kid, like my older brother. I'm not scared. Hey, someone's coming. I better stay hidden and keep quiet. I can hear the person talking outside. This is Trevor Blackinton. You helped my mother when she needed help. I'm at the estate. I need you to listen to me, Regina. I know who it was we saw at the funeral. I know who killed Mom. I figured everything out. Oh no, that horrible mask. Get away! Oh my god, the kid heard this? Help! I mean, I guess he didn't see it, but which is great, but I mean, it's still very traumatizing here. So Trevor Blackinton's murder happened outside the mausoleum while I was hiding inside. I don't want to take any chances. I found a new hiding spot in the darkest place I could, where you found me later. His account matches what Nurse Ingman heard on the phone. Okay. But then the mausoleum... Yeah, Trevor Blackinton's body wasn't found outside the mausoleum. He was killed on the Blackinton estate grounds. What does this strange inconsistency mean? What do you mean, what does it mean? It means the body was moved. What do you mean? What does it mean? I'm just gonna save on 3. Okay, we're going. Actually, how did the kids interact with the dog? I want to know. This isn't playtime. Okay, fine. But fair. Fair enough. I don't know. Okay. Okay, so I need to... Oh, man. I need to go explore the mines again. I wasn't trying to find the kid. I mean, mind you, I was trying to get to the cemetery, but then I got cut off, so... We're not doing this, sir. Okay. I can't help but like think this rock wall is going to be able to lead me to the... Let's go to the cemetery where I intended to go. According to the testimonials, this spot must be where the ghost of Saul Blackinton appeared during the funeral yesterday. Oh, that's it? That's... Wait, so we can't actually go to the cemetery. Wait. Let me just look the map up. Where's the... Okay, cemetery. Oh, wait. Oh, from the church or is it away from the cemetery? Got it. Also... The mausoleum. Okay. So I actually need to... Okay. Well, we'll go back to the mines then. So from the church is... What? The color of the water in this pond looks a little off. Let's use this scientific instrument to test the water in the pond. This water contains a considerable amount of arsenic residue because of its proximity to the mine. When the mine was still active, it must have been even more dangerous. Okay, so that's how everyone died. Okay. We'll follow this way this time. Are you serious? Is that all that's here? I'm tempted just to get caught because, like, there's only one exit. Is it like I'm supposed to look for something to dig? Right? Like, what the hell? Oh my god, are you serious? Hey buddy, you're gonna need to... Yeah, you know what? This on scary mode? What an absolute nightmare, if that's the case. Okay. Need to, like, sufficiently make sure he's... No, you come back here. Okay, at least his pathing makes him stupid. So, Well, that's annoying. Okay. Okay, so I need to get to the... So, I guess the mine is just to find the kid then. Oh my god. Sorry, I don't know where I am, so... Oh boy, this is way more chill. Okay, how do I get to the... I'm here. So I need to head to the right in order to get to the Congregational Church and then take that path up the north side. Okay, I need to head further down first before being able to... I mean, I guess we're just supposed to follow the path. Okay, and then here's to the cemetery. Wait, you're here? I thought the police was with you. What? What are you doing here? Those new graves, I must be next to die. Okay, sir. Oh, I see. Look, there are two freshly dug graves next to Meredith Blackinton's gravesite. Okay. How many clues are there? This is a letter from Dr. Ruth Marshall from the nearby college. The recipient is Trevor Blackinton. The letter is yesterday in the evening. I urge you to give the uninhabited parcel of land known as Hobomox Hill to the college. We could use it for historical and natural science research, while you and your brother haven't even visited the area in years. The author never finished writing it. That means Professor Marshall lied when she said she hadn't corresponded with Trevor Blackinton. Okay, so now I need to go to, ma'am. Okay. Okay, I was... Alright, there's this. The mausoleum, I forgot about that. It's so dark in here. I'm I'm going around this. Hey, neat, it's a comic book. Those neighborhood kids said that their missing companion liked to read comic books. Could Drew have been here? Oh, okay, well, we already know he's been here. We found Drew before this happened. You know, I was about to make a comment, so I'm like, I wonder if this guy shows up here, but that seems to be the case. Okay, hold on. Let's save. Let's save. And then look at the map. So I need to head back to Berkshire Museum to question the lady. I still don't know. We need a shovel for something freshly dug, but I haven't encountered anything like that yet. At least not to my knowledge. Okay, so if I exit out the cemetery, I need to go all the way to the bottom right. Okay, I already exited out of the cemetery. What am I talking about? If I exit, I am out. Nope. You lied to me when you told me that you never corresponded with Trevor Blackinton. I found the letter you started writing. Alright, it's true. After Tony Carson interrupted his mother's funeral to pester him about selling the land, I thought he might be sympathetic. But then I had second thoughts. I went back to the cemetery in the evening and I must have lost the letter when I got startled. So then you weren't alone in the museum last night like you said. That's right, I never finished or delivered the letter to Trevor Blackinton. I felt guilty enough to get rid of it first. But I wasn't alone in the cemetery. Somebody startled me. You saw the ghost of Saul Blackinton? No, I saw Tony Carson leaving the cemetery, carrying a shovel. He was sweating profusely and breathing heavily. I didn't understand what he was doing there, and I didn't want him to see me either. The shovel we found belongs to Tony Carson. He lied to us too. That means he was in the cemetery last night, digging those two new graves. Graves intended for Trevor and Kate Blackinton. It's time we paid the visit to Mr. Tony Carson. I'm sorry that I didn't mention it sooner. As you can see, I truly do have an alibi for Trevor Blackinton's murder, but I thought that the other detective had found my letter, then he immediately arrested me because it shows I had a clear motive. Like what happened to poor Kate Blackinton. Honestly, fair. Where is... I think it's this side, right? Okay, so we don't need to dig holes, but we need to find freshly dug holes. Got it. Buddy, no, where at? Like... Cleo and I found the shovel you were seen carrying as you left the cemetery. What? You were the one who dug those two fresh holes next to Meredith Blackinton's grave. Because you killed Meredith Blackinton, Trevor Blackinton Because you killed Meredith Blackinton, Trevor Blackinton, and planned to kill Kate Blackinton next. Then you could blame it on the curse. No, that's not true. This much is correct. I was the one who dug those fresh graves, but I didn't kill anybody. Then why did you do it? I thought I could scare the Blackinton brothers into selling off their land, cheap. It seemed too perfect. I had no idea that someone really would. Maybe the true curse is my shameless drive for success. I never should have done that. But you must see that if I was seen digging at the cemetery, then I couldn't have been on the state grounds murdering Trevor Blackinton. I know I haven't been very honest with you, but I'd like to help you now. The Blackinton mansion has a secret room. Oh? A secret room? It's real, I promise. My ancestor helped build that house. I can tell you how to find it. Tell me. There are 5... Oh my god, no. There are 5 clocks in the Blackinton mansion. Touch each clock to make the chime go off, and the secret room will open. Okay. Okay, we're gonna save. I don't know if there's any more doggy bags. I don't even actually... I have no idea how many I've already collected. Okay, we're at the Hosick River Park, so... They're very close to the mansion then, at the very least. Okay, so we need to find the 5 I was wondering, I was like, there's a lot of these grandfather clocks around. Do people usually have this many clocks? Instantly questionable. Clock 1. Oh my god, I got stuck on that. Clock 2. Sorry, got distracted by a man chasing me. No clock here. Get down. Okay, so we need to go upstairs then. 3. I was about to say, I'm like, is there a clock here? Clock 5. We found all the clocks, now let's search for the entrance to that secret room. I'm wondering, like, there's the stairs here, right? Huh. I'm wondering if it's like going to be an obvious thing or... Oh, wow, okay. This piece is entitled The Curse Left This. This is sheet music, one of Meredith Blackinton's organ compositions. This must be the music dedicated to her older son that she mentioned in her will. The Curse Left This. What an odd title, and an odd piece of music. Maybe there's a way we can play the music somewhere. Okay, so we're going to the church. Totally forgot about that. Hey, the church organ. What the hell is this on the ground? Are these rats? What is... Spiders, okay. Okay. This is worth the save. Do I remember how to get to the church? Right, Wow, this is like the first time I actually have to like use the map. Okay, on the, to the left, to the right. Oh god. Okay, just follow the path. No, let me get to the... I don't even know where you are, so... Awkward, 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 awkward. I'm kind of curious, like, when he shows up, does everyone just disappear or something? Alright, Claire, let's hear what Meredith Blackinton's sheet music we found sounds like. Is Cleo the one playing? The curse left this. I guess the music sounds as weird as the song title. What could it mean? The curse left this. You're right, Cleo. That's interesting. The curse left... What? 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 I'm not understanding something. Case file. Okay, so we're still missing a suspect. That guy that I have no idea where he is. God. Okay, I'm looking at this. It makes me think there's like one more clue I haven't found. But there's also one guy I haven't found altogether. Did I already save? I can't remember. Sorry, can you... Like, they made an inference that something interesting happened, but like, I don't What could it mean? The curse left this. And I'm just like, that's interesting. Like, is it? What are you talking about? No! This is a terrible place. I want to search. Okay, let me be. Is there anything else I need to like... Like, is there anything in the mines? Never used the hint for one of these games, but this one... Right now, this one's more of an issue of, like, what do I remember? Oh god, I knocked my thing. Okay. I feel like I'm done with the... There's nothing else in the mausoleum. Am I supposed to go back to Drew now? What else do I have? The curse left this. So who else? Like, there is someone... There's still that guy that I have no idea... I don't understand the clue. The curse left this. The bat's going crazy. So clearly as like this goes further along, the guy shows up more and more. I'm assuming that the ghost doesn't show up when you're like right beside someone. I would assume that. The curse left this. I thought I saw something, but that's nothing. Like, am I going to the Hobo Mock Hill or whatever? Like, I'm trying to, like, did I find everything in the mine? I do not know. Because we found the kid. It didn't seem like there was anything else I could interact with. So I am a bit lost on that. Oh, that's the cat. Okay. Close into further notes. Oh wait, I could go to the doors? How come that one? Sorry, I'm so thrown off by that. This should take us to the mines, right? Yeah. Did I... Okay, no. I can't go further. Sorry, I'm just making sure I can't go further up on the... up top there. Let me get to the mines. Hey. So right now, I just wanna, like... Right? Because we have this area, but we didn't... This was just to find the kid? Is there something supposed to happen there? Wait, did I go this way? Okay, so I don't know what's happening here. I'm just gonna save. I'm gonna save a new spot just in case, but... Okay, so I don't know if I've been down this way. Okay, that's clearly a no because that doggy treat was not there before. Okay, this is where the kid was, right? Okay, I'm thinking I might need to use the hint because... Like, that's not a clue, the old dynamite's not a clue or anything like that. I just don't understand the curse left this. Is that a reference to something in the museum? Okay, that's just to the... Maybe I need to... Maybe I need to go to the museum. Oh god, don't get stuck on that. Not this way? What? Okay, I clearly do not know where I'm going. Curse left this. Just want to see if there's anything more we can talk to her with her about. Okay, we're going to hint. We should explore for clues on Hobomox Hill. Okay, so there is a clue there on Hobomox Hill that I'm missing. Okay. This is the way? Yeah. Yeah, because this is a bigger area, it's definitely harder to find out, to like search. Oh, come on. I think it'd be easier. Oh god, you're there. Never mind. It's not easier. I can't search for clues, so I need to get rid of this guy. Oh, what? Okay, that's annoying. If I go down here, we should be able to... Right? Okay. What clue am I missing in Hobomox Hill? Okay, that just goes there. Oh my god. This is a library card. It belongs to Dana Laskin. She's a student from Berkshire Museum who was searching for her library card. But I found it here. That means she lied when she claimed that she never left the museum. It's time to confront her about this. Okay, here we go. I'm assuming that is the last clue I need to find. Mind you, there's this suspect that I still have not. I don't know where they are. Okay, she's like right in the middle of the area. Or she's... No, she's in the prehistoric wing. Oh, she just conveniently disappears, huh? Okay. I needed to go up to check. I'm like, okay, what happens to her? What happens to her? Ma'am, you lied to me. Cleo and I found your missing library card. Oh, gee, thanks. I, knew I left it around here somewhere, right? We found your library card near the Blackinton mine. So So you're the one who has been out trespassing on the Blackinton estate grounds. The one who dropped those specks of ore. The one Meredith Blackinton observed with her telescope and wrote about in her diary. Alright, it's true. I'm the one who has been on their land. Why? What have you been doing there? I was looking for dinosaur fossils. I read about the dinosaur skeleton found on their land, as described in the museum exhibit. Those fossils are worth a lot of money. Selling it is what paid to open this museum. I wanted the money. So then you killed the Blackintons when you thought you'd been seen. No! But I can help you. I found Trevor Blackinton's phone. You found Trevor Blackinton's phone near the mine? It's true, the phone came flying and almost hit me. So the killer threw Trevor Blackinton's phone, and that's why it wasn't on his body. I think they were trying to throw the phone into that pond, but they hit me instead. I couldn't see who it was. I should have come forward sooner, but I was concerned about incriminating myself. Why would the killer need to dispose of Trevor Blackinton's phone? I'm really sorry for the trouble I've caused. Tuition is expensive, you know? Okay. Hey, wait! I'd like to make amends. I can at least give you some helpful information. Recently, I discovered a set of dinosaur footprints 10 steps south of the sign by Hoosick River Park. Maybe you can be more... 10 steps south of the Hoosick River Park, okay. You can be more successful than I've ever been. No, Cleo, dinosaur bones are not for dogs to chew on. Alright, Cleo, we can go back to the park and look for dinosaur bones. Dinosaur Tracks quest is active. This is an optional side quest. Okay, I mean, obviously we're doing it. Come on. Hello? It's Detective Dudley. You've never believed what happened. This time, the case truly has been solved. What did you mean, sir? We found some guy wearing green body paint matching the description of the costume figure everyone saw at Meredith. Blackinton's funeral. You caught him? No, he's dead. The body washed up in the Hoosick River on South Street a few minutes ago. And there's more. In his coat pocket was a note confessing to both Blackinton murders. It's incredible. That wraps everything up very neatly, doesn't it? Very bit too neatly. Are you sure? I don't see any way around it. Do you? You can't expect to be the hero all the time, of course. Why don't you and Cleo meet us here and have a look as soon as you can? No. I'm going for dinosaur bones. You can't stop me. Oh, okay. I need to... Okay, that's the cemetery, so... This... Oopsies, come on. Dan Alaskan from the museum stated that the dinosaur footprints can be found 10 steps south of the signpost here. Keep this reminder? What do you mean? Do they mean this? Dinosaur footprints. Come on, Cleo, let's keep following the direction of these tracks and see where they lead. Oh, okay. Okay. Gee, how many more of these things are there? I can't even see. You're blocking the way. You're actually blocking the way. Okay, let's go follow that fossil. I can't. Like, I literally cannot see at times. But standing right on top of it. Can there really be a dinosaur skeleton around here nobody discovered? Is that... Okay, we're going... Okay, just making sure that... Okay. Okay, let's go follow that fossil. Oh, here we go, this way. These dinosaurs must have sure loved their long walks. This is heading south? Dinosaur footprints? Okay, God. Okay, we're going to the cemetery now. Okay. Where is this? Okay, that way. Okay, that's pointing upwards. Oh. Cade, you're in the way. Thank you. Don't worry, Cleo. I'll get you a delicious dog bone of your own when this is all over. Okay. I'm gonna assume this way, because there's no other direction to go. It's not gonna continue making me go up, so... Oh, really? Oh, really? Oh, what? Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Okay. We can't climb up there, but we know where that is. So we need to go to the... hobo. Hold on. I'm just making sure I'm not heading towards... South Street is 12. Okay, that's by the construction trailer. So we're good. So... like, I'm hoping... in my head, it's like, if that guy is, passed, we shouldn't technically be being chased by a ghost. Assuming he was hired to do the deed. Chasing us around. Okay. I should probably save. File 4. Thank you. God. The tree. Not the tree. Oh god. Okay, maybe I just continue going up? Yeah, okay, there we go. It's going this way? My god, the side quest is, it's going up. This thing is taking me everywhere. Man, I kind of wish I found that, like, it just sucks that I didn't find that cell phone or the library card earlier. I'm wondering if I got... I think I was running away, was I? From the ghost? So maybe that's probably... hopefully that's why I missed it. God. I just kind of wish that we weren't, like, right in on top of it. So it's like, which direction am I supposed to be facing right now? Oh, have we reached the end of this fossil hunt? You're making this dramatic, you better tell me it's done. Watch out, Cleo! Lightning struck. What the? A sinkhole formed because of all the recent rains. Look! Oh, we're supposed to be moving. We did it, Cleo. We found the dinosaur fossil. The specimen must be priceless. The Berkshire Museum is going to have all the money they need if they can get a hold of this. Okay. Oh, this is just the sinkhole. I see. Where are we on this stake grounds? I have no idea. Oh god. Okay. Well, with that, let me just look at the case file again. Okay, the suspect is dead. I'm gonna assume we've have all the clues. Hence why the suspect is dead. South, sorry, I need to check the map again. South. Okay, so follow the path down. I'm assuming there's going to be, yeah, so we go down this way. Alright. The case? I'm the one who found the victim's body here after the tip from the priest. As you can see, he's wearing the costume that everyone saw at Meredith Blackinton's funeral. So that's that. It's alright, Detective. You still contributed to the mystery being solved by taking time to investigate. I can't take all the credit myself. We've been able to confirm identification. The dead man's name is Ryan Valentine. He lives here in West Adams and has a past record of petty criminal. I guess the police never grasped the true darkness of his criminality until now. It's quite remarkable. Mr. Valentine left a suicide note along with a confession. He admitted to both the Blackinton murders, and he did it in style, apparently. I, Ryan Valentine, hereby confess to the murders of Meredith and Trevor Blackinton. Since I was a boy in this town, I've been tormented by the horror of the Blackinton Curse legend. I realized that I was unable to control the greed and cruelty in my nature. I formed the idea of conjuring up Saul Blackinton's ghost at the funeral yesterday as a final act of terror. Now what's done is done, and the curtain calls. The Blackinton Curse has truly consumed my soul. I only wish things could have been different for me. Okay. I'd say that explanation is pretty clear, don't you? Suspect confession obtained. Okay. There's one thing that bothers me about the situation, however. Father Francis claims that this dead man, Mr. Valentine, was with him in the church pantry yesterday in the evening. He was there at the same time Trevor Blackinton was killed. So then, he's got a watertight alibi for the time of Trevor Blackinton's murder. If this is the same masked man seen atop the cliff at the funeral, then how can this be possible? I've tried to persuade Father Francis that he's mistaken, but he's sticking to certitude. You're welcome to speak with him and try your luck. Okay. Coroner, ma'am. Hello again, both of you. I've examined the body already. What would you like to know? Who found the body? The priest from the Congregational Church contacted us when he noticed a body floating down the river. He said the face was someone familiar to him. The body washed up here due to the Hosek River's strong current. Cause of death? No, he didn't drown. This man died when he broke his neck. He must have landed on some rocks in the river and died on impact. Ouch. Death is recent. It definitely happened since we spoke earlier on this state grounds. Your theory? This man died from falling into the river from a high place. What caused him to fall, I can't say, but he must have been standing on the cliff above the river when this happened. Oh, I'm sorry. Can I not look at the body myself? What? Okay, so I guess I'm going... We're going to church, right? Sorry, I just want to see. For some reason, it's like, am I faster as the dog? But that's not the case. Okay. Unfortunately, I don't know where this aforementioned cliff is. hold. It's just like I told the police. Yes, I was the one who first noticed the body in the river. I notified the police. Sadly, it was the body of Ryan Valentine, the same man who had visited my church only an evening ago. Yes, I'm certain that it was Mr. Valentine, who we all saw in disguise at the funeral yesterday, too. However, I don't believe that the man I met would have killed himself. He came to the church pantry and ate a hearty meal. He was in good spirit, talking about his plan to turn his life around. We connected over faith. He took extra food with him. He left the church singing Amazing Grace. You never can tell, but I just don't see this man killing himself. Even if Ryan Valentine was the figure scaring the group at the funeral, he now has an alibi for murder. Oh god. Okay. So what am I forgetting? Call Detective Dudley? Is this everything? Hello, Detective Dudley? Cleo, Guy, hello? I understand everything that happened in this mystery. You do? To me, it keeps getting more confusing. Yes, I'd like to get everybody together. We'll do it up at the Blackinton mansion as soon as you can be ready. Alright, then we'll see you soon. Hey wait, this phone call is coming from Trevor Blackinton's phone. Why are you calling me from the murder victim's number? Don't worry, I'll be prepared to explain everything. Sure, cause, I mean, we're just gonna have to run with... I don't know about the curse left thing, but let's do this. The explanation. I'm still, so far, I am thinking it's, Cade. Just because I think I think the cane has a rapier, a sword inside it. But we will see. Would you like to try guess the killer before the explanation? There is no penalty for a wrong answer. Yes. Okay. I put in my bets. You can comment below if you want to make a guess of your own. Later that night. Sure. I'll save at 5. Choose your difficulty setting for answering questions about the case. Hard mode will penalize too many wrong answers. Okay, are you sure? Yes. Hard mode is active. Now, last time hard mode is just, I'm assuming, just more multiple choice, but we'll see what it is this time. We're all here tonight to solve the deaths of Meredith and Trevor Blackinton, and to uncover the secrets of the Blackinton Curse. So how did it all begin? First, Meredith Blackinton died in her home on the family estate grounds last week. At first, it was ruled to be natural causes, but then in the face of emerging events, the perception changed. Next, a sinister figure appeared at Meredith Blackinton's funeral and issued a grave decree to the remaining Blackintons, Trevor and Cade. That evening, Trevor Blackinton was murdered after claiming to have recognized the figure everyone saw hours earlier. It first appeared as though he was bludgeoned to death by the ghosts of Saul Blackinton's antique cane on the family estate ground. Next evening, the body of the costume figure washed up in the Hosek River, along with a written confession to both murders, and everything is resolved. After hearing multiple consistent accounts of the story, I started to wonder. The bombastic performance of Saul Blackinton's ghost certainly got a lot of attention. Everybody who witnessed remembers it, even down to the smallest detail. The imposing costume, the chilling message, the disappearance above the cliff which overlooks the cemetery. But if somebody simply wanted to kill the remaining Blackintons, why make it difficult by warning them through the grandiose spectacle? What's the reason behind it? Ryan Valentine had become fixated on the idea of a curse on the Blackinton family. His confession explains that clearly. Fixated on the curse? Why? Mr. Valentine was essentially a drifter, not someone who was intimate with the Blackinton family. Why should a complete stranger become obsessed with this family curse legend? By comparison, some of the people in this room had more straightforward reasons for wanting the Blackintons dead. First, let's consider Tony Carson. Come on, Detective. You were after the Blackinton land to use as a new site for your wind farm project. You were even willing to stoop to ruthless and aggressive scare tactics to get it. You first told Cleo and I that you never approached Mrs. Blackinton about selling the land, but when Cleo discovered this clue, it proved that it was a lie. Business card. Your business card. Your business card was left inside the Blackinton mansion, proving that you had been there to try and buy their land. Alright, that much is true, yes. I wanted to buy the land and I was persistent. So what? Persistent? You did your best to frighten the Blackinton brothers into unloading their land. What are you talking about? You were witness in the evening yesterday, leaving the cemetery with this item in your possession. Shovel? You were seen carrying a shovel. A shovel which you had used that evening to dig 2 new graves next to Meredith Blackinton's burial. I really wanted that land. That was you? You really don't care how much you frighten all of us, as long as you get what you want. Of course, Tony Carson, the builder, wasn't the only one who was eager to buy the Blackinton property. Isn't that right, Professor Marshall? I don't know what you're talking about. You dropped something that explicitly expressed your desire to own the Blackinton land. Unfinished letter. Cleo recovered your unfinished letter to Trevor Blackinton. You hope to persuade the Blackinton brothers to give the land to Berkshire College. The Blackinton estate and the possibility of finding another dinosaur fossil would have generated enough money to keep the lights on at the Berkshire Museum. Yes, I discarded the letter because I thought it was inappropriate, but I had nothing to do with the ghost scare we saw. It could have been Professor Marshall wearing that ghost costume. She was present at the funeral. I just know it. But you were not at the funeral, were you? And what were you doing at the time of Trevor Blackinton's death? I was, working my shift at the museum. No, that's a lie. You were far away from the museum, trespassing on Blackinton's private land. That's where Cleo and I found this personal item which you dropped. Where's the library card? You lost your library card. Alright, it's true. You've been sneaking around the Blackinton State grounds when you thought no one was looking. But someone did see you. You were seen by Meredith Blackinton, who used this to locate you even if she wasn't healthy enough to go wandering around the property. Telescope. She glimpsed you from her telescope from the room in the mansion tower. It was seeing you that caused Mrs. Blackinton to be on edge, not some supernatural ghost appearance. When Cleo and I first explored the Blackinton property, we found some chunks of pyrite ore from the mine lying on the ground. You must have dropped it by mistake, and later Meredith Blackinton noticed it. Someone had been there, and she was scared. Yeah, I was on the land. I was looking for dinosaur fossils. I didn't mean to scare old Miss Blackinton. Mrs. Blackinton. It was you that she saw. I thought she was just being superstitious, but she had a reason to be concerned, even afraid. If I had only listened. As Mrs. Blackinton's caregiver, it was your job to look after her well-being. Your professional and moral obligation. Meredith Blackinton died of natural causes. How dare you? Cleo and I found this curious item you were responsible for when we searched the mansion for clues. Sleeping medication? Meredith Blackinton's sleeping medication. The new bottle had been emptied. I didn't tamper with her meds. You had motive. My mom trusted you. You had 100,000 reasons for wanting Meredith Blackinton dead, but that was just a drop in the ocean compared to the entire family fortune. There is one person here who had an abundantly clear reason for wanting Meredith Blackinton dead. Who, Detective? Oh, right, me. This important legal document we found tells all. Where's the Blackinton will? Meredith Blackinton's family will. She left her family property and estate to her sons, spurning offers to sell the land. Enough to set you up for life, financially. Naturally, Trevor and I would inherit, but that doesn't mean I killed my mother. I was on the West Coast for an audition. Now let's look at who had the opportunity to kill Trevor Blackinton. Alright, I dug the graves. I didn't know somebody was really going to kill Trevor Blackinton. I was writing a letter to Trevor Blackinton to persuade him to donate Hobomox Hills for scientific research. I was trespassing, fine. I didn't need to scare anyone. Trevor Blackinton called me just before he'd been attacked by the ghost. I was home, trapped by the flooded road. I still say that's a lie. Ryan Valentine was in the church pantry at the time he died. Cody, Casey, and I were out looking for my brother. I was hiding. Hey, that's how hide and seek works. Thanks for retrieving my comic book, by the way. Drew Dickens, we can excuse. What about you, Cade? I already told you, I had taken some of my mother's sleeping medication because of my anxiety. Can you see he's been through a lot? Who had an alibi at the time of... Who had an alibi at the time of Meredith Blackington's death? Cade Blackington? So the only person who could not have killed Meredith Blackington was Cade Blackington. That's right, I told you. Who had an alibi at the time of Trevor Blackington's death? And when Trevor Blackington was murdered, his brother Cade no longer has an alibi, but now everyone else is covered. But I was listening on the phone as Trevor Blackington got brutally ambushed and murdered, and I heard it happen right outside the mausoleum. Mausoleum? But Trevor Blackington's body was lying on the estate grounds. The coroner said he died instantly. There's no way his body could have been moved such a long distance without the risk of being seen, either. How do you explain that? Why was Trevor Blackington's phone call in the cemetery? And why was the phone call made at all? If Trevor Blackington had made the phone call just before being ambushed and hunted down by the oh, okay. Wait, because of the bad cell service. Ew. If Trevor Blackington had made the phone call just before being ambushed and hunted down by the man in the ghost costume, should have taken place on the Blackington estate grounds, not in the cemetery. Then why? If you first recall, when Cleo and I first arrived at the estate grounds, we were late because of the flood detour. I tried to call your cell phone when you were already here, but couldn't reach you. Yes, I remember. I'm going to try again now, this time using Trevor Blackington's phone. There's no phone service here. It's like I told you earlier, Meredith Blackington didn't just turn down my offer to build a wind farm. She also rejected a deal from the phone company to build a tower. I see. So then there's no cell phone service here on the Blackington estate at all. And nobody would have known any different, had it not been overheard by Drew Dickens hiding in the mausoleum at the same time. So why did Trevor Blackington's Blackington's phone call nurse... Okay, I don't know why it says phone call Nurse Ingram, but Nurse Ingram from the cemetery. He was killed. Phone service. The distress phone call to Nurse Ingham came from the cemetery, because it was possible to make a phone call from the cemetery. That's right, I remember now. Trevor Blackington also received a phone call from Tony Carson during his mother's funeral. Yesterday. Why would Trevor Blackington call me from the cemetery to tell me he was being attacked on the estate grounds? Because the phone call had another purpose. What was the purpose of the phone call? Invoke the ghost? Seek help. I would imagine the seek help part. No? But then this one doesn't make sense to me either. The distress phone call to Nurse Ingham was for one reason: to connect the appearance of Saul Blackington. Oh, that's what they mean by invoke the ghost? Oh my god. To connect the appearance of Saul Blackington's ghost at the funeral to Trevor Blackington's murder. Okay, so I was thinking more along like it'll say it's a decoy or whatever, but not to invoke the ghost. I was confused. Same person killed Meredith Blackington last week, appeared at the funeral yesterday, and then killed Trevor Blackington later, that evening. That's what we were meant to believe, but that's not what happened. Because at the time of the misleading phone call, Trevor Blackington was already dead. You better be able to explain what the heck you're talking about. After Meredith Blackington's death, there was no talk about murder or supernatural curses. It was ruled to be a natural death. It wasn't until Ryan Valentine appeared at the funeral in the ghost costume and threatened the Blackinton brothers that everyone became fixated on the idea of the supernatural curse. Okay, I think this was natural causes. Because if he drank the medication, then the Cade, then... The first assumption was the correct one. Meredith Blackinton died a natural death. She wasn't murdered. So then nobody killed Trevor Blackinton either? Buddy! The mother's death, combined with the Blackinton Curse legend, inspired the creation of our killer's clever and shocking plan. Who killed Trevor Blackinton? Trevor Blackinton was murdered by his brother, Cade Blackinton. After emptying the bottle of sleep medication to throw suspicions onto his mother's nurse, Cade Blackinton lured Trevor Blackinton out into the estate grounds, where he then killed him. Oh no, there's no phone service here. Next, Cade Blackinton snuck through the woods to get to the Hill Cemetery. As it happened, he hid by the walls of the mausoleum, unaware that Drew Dickens was also hiding inside as part of the game. So then the voice I heard coming from the cemetery was the urgent voice I heard on the phone. Who called Nurse Ingham using Trevor Blackinton's phone? Cade Blackinton. The voice on the phone was spoken by a professional actor delivering a convincing performance. Trevor Blackinton was played convincingly by his brother Cade. None of the residents of West Adams were on close terms with the Blackinton brothers, who both lived far away, so nobody was familiar with the sound of Trevor Blackinton's voice. The killer then attempted to get rid of the victim's phone, but it was recovered by Dana Laskin. Then what about Ryan Valentine? Why did he dress up like the ghost of Saul Blackinton at the funeral? And why was he killed? Cleo and I found this item left by Mr. Valentine in the church basement, and another one just like it on top of a ridge by the Hoosick River. He confirms that he was in both places before his body washed downstream. Cigarette butt? His cigarette butts. Ryan Valentine was a desperate man, and he was just who Cade Blackinton needed. Someone to appear at the funeral to create an alibi for himself, for a promise of pay, of course. But soon the word would get out about Trevor Blackinton's murder, and Ryan Valentine knew too much. He had to be silenced. Dang it, that was my last cigarette. Where's that rich trust fund brat? I've been waiting here a long time and I'm getting cold up here. Hey man, is that you? Yes sir, thanks for your patience. Good, I'm feeling a little jittery up here after what happened. And why are we meeting up here anyway? I hope you got that money for me now like you promised, since I'd done that job at the funeral for you. I even did my best to scare away that pesky detective and his dog, just like you asked. Of course, I've got something for you right here. You did a good job. Take this. Hey, wait, this doesn't look like money. Just put it in your coat pocket quickly now. I confess? Then you killed your disguised accomplice by pushing him off the ledge. Another murder. This is ridiculous. If I killed my brother, where's the murder weapon? He's right, detective. You are absolutely certain that Trevor Blackinton wasn't bludgeoned to death by that antique walking stick that turned up near his body. Frankly, it was humiliating. If you're sure he was stabbed to death, then... Oh my god. Literally, the coroner said, buddy. It's like... If you're sure he was stabbed to death, then you should have turned up a knife, or a sword, or something sharp like that. Can you produce such a murder weapon? Actually, I believe I can. The description at the industrial wing of the Berkshire Museum noted that Saul Blackinton carried a weapon with him for protection. What was it? A sword. It was said that Saul Blackinton knew everything that went on at the mine even when he was off-site in his mansion. Anyone who complained loudly enough was met with the swift blade of his rapier sword, which he kept close at all times. He had a sharp rapiered sword. But this is just a walking stick. I believe this heavy antique cane is actually Saul Blackinton's real walking stick. But there's something more that's special about it. I see. It's just like the secret room in the mansion my ancestor built for him. The sword is concealed within the cane. I guess that explains why we couldn't find a murder weapon anywhere. We had it the whole time. Out of my way. After him! Am I actually running, or oh, you're actually making me run? I don't know where this guy went. Oh my god. Okay, well, I'm gonna assume I'm on the right trail or something. You'll never get me in here. He's gonna get killed by the... The mine is collapsing. Epilogue. Guess the legendary Blackinton Curse has claimed the final victim. You know, Detective Dudley, I don't think there ever was a curse at all. Oh, what about the death of the original mine builder, the wealthy industrialist Saul Blackinton from over 150 years ago? Saul Blackinton didn't die from the indigenous curse legend of Hobomox Hill. He was poisoned. Poisoned? So then somebody murdered him too? Not in the slightest. Saul Blackinton's death happened because when he made the serious error in judgment, his sudden untimely death was caused by... drinking water? The local vegetables? Like, would they just grab the water from the river? See, here's the problem right now. In my head, there's like, either they actually drank the water from the river, or the vegetables grown in the area, like the arsenic, got into there. So I literally... Oh, see, that requires us to remember what the... Okay, so it was drinking water. Okay. Sorry, that's just weird. I guess they would just drink the water from the river or whatever, but Cleo and I tested the water in the mining pond and Hobomox Hill using the scientific kit we found. The mining operation caused a high amount of arsenic to contaminate the water found nearby. That's what killed Saul Blackinton. It's just like the sign the museum exhibit said. To celebrate a particularly successful production milestone, Saul Blackinton commissioned a feast complete with wild turkey, local vegetables, and water from the nearby pond. Oh, okay. That part I did not remember. He was found dead shortly afterwards. So you see, I was right then. No curse and no murder there. How about Meredith Blackinton's husband, the father of Trevor and Cade Blackinton, who died when the kids were young? Tragedy has struck a new generation of Blackintons. My husband was killed by a falling rock on the family estate ground. My poor younger son, Cade, saw the whole thing happen. Perhaps we really are cursed, like they say. Meredith Blackinton's diary described her husband's death from a falling rock. That sounds like a freak accident to me. Actually, I think there's some more subtext in this journal entry that can be taken into consideration. Mr. Blackinton was murdered. Really? Who killed him? She wrote Cade saw the whole thing happen, because Cade Blackinton threw the rock that fell on him. That's pure speculation. The strange sheet music Meredith Blackinton left to her son Trevor in her will was a warning. A musical warning? The curse left this was the title of the music. There's a double meaning. The curse left this, left as in the notes played by the left hand on the organ or piano keyboard. I'm not much of a musician, it just sounds like some spooky organ music to me. The notes to be played by the left hand are C, A, D, E, and E. Oh my god! It spells Cade. Okay, that's the reason why this all happened. Young Cade Blackinton killed his father, and then his mother covered up the death. Trevor was sent away to boarding school for protection. Cade was kept on the estate grounds by his mother so she could watch over him. That does explain the unusual dynamics of the Blackinton family. Since I was a boy in this town, I've been tormented by the horror of the Blackinton Curse legend. I realized that I was unable to control the greed and cruelty in my nature. Now what's done is done, and the curtain calls. The Blackinton Curse has truly consumed my soul. I only wish things could have been different for me. Cade was the one who fixated on the Blackinton family curse. When he wrote that fake confession to implicate Ryan Valentine, he was truly writing about himself. Well done, Detective Guy, and Cleo too. I was right all along though, pretty much. I had the suspect and the weapon, even if my methodology was, you know, all wrong. The dinosaur fossils that Cleo and Guy discovered on the Blackinton estate grounds was ultimately donated to Berkshire Museum. The two adventurous detectives were rewarded handsomely for their find. Okay, we got 39 out of the 40. Guy made Cleo a bowl of poutine as a reward for her hard work. Just a regular bowl of poutine. Before the explanation, you guessed that Cade Blackinton murdered his brother, Trevor. Congratulations, your early guess was correct. Well done. Okay, so I ended up getting two things wrong, but... I mean, that one was like the invoking the ghost that had me really confused, but either way. It's a shame though. Can this really be the end of the illustrious Blackinton family line, in spite of all their money and property? In the unfortunate event of multiple untimely immediate family deaths, then the estate passes on to any remaining distant Blackinton relatives. The will says that the fortune is left to any remaining Blackinton relatives. But are there more remaining Blackintons to be found? Yep. I'm a Blackinton. It's true, when I introduced myself to you and your dog earlier, I told you my name is Casey Blunt. My name is an anagram. When you rearrange the letters in Casey Blunt, you get... Blackinton. My parents kept my identity a secret because of our family's dark past. But now thanks to you, I'm safe. Now the four of us just have one last request for you and your dog. What's that? Can Cleo play a game of hide and seek with us? Aww, please? Oh my god, wait, I have to actually play hide and seek. 1, 2, 3. That's the okay, they're not making me play hide and seek. Okay, that's the end of the adventure this time. Thanks for supporting the game. If you enjoyed it, please leave a review or check out other games in the series. The end. Alright. So... yeah, I just didn't remember the drinking water thing. I didn't remember... I think I just remember the wild turkey. I didn't remember about, like, the water from the local pond. Then my head is like, who would just drink water right straight from the pond? But, I mean, this is a different time, so, yeah. I'm thinking of, like, modern context. Because I can't imagine people just going to the water and drinking it. I don't know. Unless it's, like, a glacier or something. Where it's, like, definitely fresh. But yeah, I don't know. The one about, like, the telephone calls, like, seek help, invoke ghosts. I mean, I guess it's, like, obviously it's not to seek help, but then the invoke ghosts just did not make sense to me. I thought it was going to be more along the lines of, like, it's a cover-up where it's say something like that, but okay. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, the minute they said about the rapier, I'm like, oh, the cane is... I don't know why. And somehow, for whatever reason, I instantly thought the cane is really a sword. It's hiding a sword. But I guess that's the way my brain works. Either way, thank you for liking if you liked. Thank you for commenting if you commented. Thank you for subscribing if you subscribed. And thank you for simply clicking on this video. We'll be playing the next game, the Otaku... I can't remember the full name. And I do know there's an announcement of another game coming sometime, though I don't know when it releases. I don't think anytime soon. Either way, thank you for liking if you liked, thank you for commenting if you commented, thank you for subscribing if you subscribed, and thank you for simply clicking on this video. Until next time, guys, see ya!